What if I told you that the green powder taking over your Instagram feed and every coffee shop menu worldwide has a secret history spanning over 800 years? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fascinating world of matcha, where ancient Japanese wisdom meets modern science, and the results might just blow your mind. We are Vital Bite, and today we're diving deep into the Emerald Empire of matcha. But first, let's talk about what's happening right now. The matcha market is absolutely exploding. We're talking about a global industry worth over $2.6 billion and growing at 9.5% annually. From Starbucks to your local bakery, matcha is everywhere. Celebrities like Emma Stone and Gwyneth Paltrow swear by it. TikTok has over 2 billion views on matcha-related content. But here's the thing, this isn't just another trendy superfood fad. This green powder has been quietly perfecting its recipe for centuries. So buckle up, because we're about to take a journey through time. Our story begins not in Japan, but in ancient China during the Tang Dynasty, around the 7th to 10th centuries. Picture this: Buddhist monks discovering that steaming tea leaves and forming them into bricks made transportation easier. But the real magic happened during the Song Dynasty, when they perfected the art of powdered tea. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In the 12th century, a Japanese Buddhist monk named Myoan Aisai traveled to China and experienced something extraordinary. He discovered that this powdered green tea didn't just taste amazing. It created what he described as calm alertness, perfect for meditation. Aisai brought this treasure back to Japan, where it found its spiritual home among Zen monks and the samurai class. By the 16th century, matcha had evolved into something far more profound than just a beverage. It became the heart of the Japanese tea ceremony, shinoyu, a practice that transformed drinking tea into a moving meditation. The Japanese didn't just adopt matcha, they perfected it. They developed the unique shading technique called tana, where tea plants are covered with bamboo mats or straw for weeks before harvest. This ingenious method boosts chlorophyll production. That's why matcha is so vibrantly green and dramatically increases the concentration of beneficial compounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't matcha just green tea? Well, my friends, that's like saying a diamond is just carbon. Let me explain the difference. And trust me, it's mind-blowing. Regular green tea is like taking a bath. You steep the leaves and drink the water. But matcha? You're consuming the entire leaf, ground into the finest powder. We're talking about particles smaller than flour. Here's the science that'll shock you. 1 cup of matcha contains 137 times more antioxidants than regular green tea. Let me repeat that, 137 times more. That's like comparing a firefly to a searchlight. The cultivation process is completely different too. While regular green tea plants grow in full sunlight, matcha plants are pampered like celebrities. They're shaded for 3 to 4 weeks before harvest, which forces them to produce more chlorophyll and amino acids, particularly L-theanine, which we'll talk about in a moment. All right, now for the part you've all been waiting for. What does science actually say about matcha? And folks, the research is absolutely fascinating. First up, your brain will thank you. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Food Research International found that matcha contains up to 5 times more L-theanine than regular green tea. L-theanine is like nature's chill pill. It promotes alpha brainwaves, the same ones you experience during meditation. But here's the kicker. Matcha also contains caffeine, creating what researchers call calm alertness. Unlike coffee jitters, matcha gives you sustained energy for 3-6 hours without the crash. It's like having a personal energy coach that knows exactly when to push and when to relax. Your cardiovascular system is getting a massive upgrade too. Harvard Health Publishing reports that matcha consumption is linked to reduced risk of heart disease. The catechins in matcha, particularly EGCG, help lower bad cholesterol and reduce blood pressure. We're talking about a 31% reduction in heart disease risk, according to some studies. For those watching their waistline, listen up. Research shows that matcha can boost your metabolic rate by up to 25%. The thermogenic properties mean you're literally burning more calories just by drinking it. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that green tea extract increased fat oxidation by 17%. Your immune system gets a superhero upgrade too. Matcha contains more vitamin C than spinach and more potassium than bananas. The antioxidants fight free radicals, with the intensity of 1,000 tiny warriors protecting your cells. And here's some breaking news from 2024 research. A 12-month study presented at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference found that regular matcha consumption improved sleep quality and social cognition in older adults. We're talking about potential brain protection as we age. Now, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't talk about the potential downsides. Because yes, even superfoods have their kryptonite. Matcha contains about 70 milligrams of caffeine per cup. That's roughly half a cup of coffee. If you're sensitive to caffeine, you might experience jitters, anxiety, or sleep disruption. The L-theanine helps, but it's not magic for everyone. The tannins in matcha can interfere with iron absorption. If you're prone to anemia or have low iron levels, avoid drinking matcha with iron-rich meals. Wait at least an hour between your matcha and your spinach salad. Some studies suggest that high doses of green tea extracts might stress the liver. We're talking about massive supplement doses. Not your daily matcha latte, but it's worth noting. Here's a big one: quality matters. Cheap matcha might contain lead or other heavy metals. Always buy from reputable sources that test their products. Your health is worth the extra investment. So who's the perfect matcha candidate? Let me paint you some profiles. The busy professional. If you're pulling long hours and need sustained focus without the coffee crash, matcha is your new best friend. The L-theanine keeps you calm while caffeine keeps you sharp. The fitness enthusiast. Pre-workout matcha? Game changer. The metabolic boost plus sustained energy makes it perfect for both cardio and strength training. Plus, the antioxidants help with recovery. The mindful living advocate. If you're into meditation, yoga, or mindfulness practices, matcha literally enhances your zen. Those alpha brainwaves don't lie. The health-conscious foodie. Love experimenting with superfoods? Matcha is incredibly versatile and packs more nutritional punch than almost any other single ingredient. But matcha isn't for everyone. Here's who should think twice. Pregnant and nursing women. The caffeine content means pregnant and breastfeeding. Women should limit consumption. Always consult your healthcare provider first. People with anxiety disorders. If you have anxiety or panic disorders, the caffeine might trigger symptoms, despite the L-theanine. Start with tiny amounts if you want to try it. Those on blood thinners. Matcha contains vitamin K, which can interfere with blood-thinning medications. Definitely check with your doctor first. Iron deficiency sufferers. As mentioned earlier, the tannins can block iron absorption. If you're anemic, time your matcha carefully or avoid it altogether. Sweet pairings. Matcha and white chocolate, chef's kiss. The creaminess balances the grassiness perfectly. Vanilla, coconut, and red bean paste are also magical combinations. Think matcha ice cream, white chocolate matcha truffles, or matcha coconut macarons. Surprising savory options. But here's where it gets interesting. Matcha salt on tempura? Mind-blowing. Matcha noodles, matcha salt-rubbed fish, or even matcha in salad dressings. The umami factor is real. Drink combinations. Beyond the classic matcha latte, try matcha with almond milk, matcha bubble tea, or my personal favorite matcha with a touch of honey and lemon. It's like a green tea Arnold Palmer. International fusion. Matcha tiramisu from Italy, matcha croissants from France, matcha pancakes from America. This green powder has conquered the world's kitchens. Before we wrap up, let me share the secret to perfect matcha. It's not just about the powder, it's about the ritual. The temperature game. Water temperature is crucial. 160 to 175 Fahrenheit, never boiling. Boiling water makes matcha bitter and destroys some of those precious nutrients. The whisking technique. Use a bamboo whisk called a chasen in a W motion. This creates that signature frothy top and ensures no clumps. It's almost meditative. The mindful moment. Take a moment to appreciate the color, the aroma, the ritual. This isn't just about consuming a superfood. It's about creating a mindful pause in your day. So there you have it. Folks, matcha isn't just a trend, it's a time-tested superfood with serious scientific backing. From ancient Japanese temples to modern laboratories, matcha has proven its worth. Whether you're looking for sustained energy, antioxidant protection, or just a delicious way to upgrade your morning routine, matcha might just be your new green goddess. If you found this deep dive into matcha as fascinating as I did, smash that like button, subscribe for more science-backed food content, and drop a comment below. Are you team matcha or team coffee? I read every single comment. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and keep exploring the amazing world of superfoods.